Hey, hey, Rajiv here from Financial Hub India. So right now we are seeing Nifty, and there is a live trade. Basically, I'm going to take if it triggers. So overall, the trend is up. You see here, zip, zip, zip. The trend is up. So you're making high lows. Everything is fine. And here we have a key level, isn't it? Price comes back here and go up, and here and go up. So we have a support zone here. So I'm going to buy this here, and the target is coming from here, 948, which is a daily resistance. I'll show you after the recording. So first of all, let me just place the trade. So if you're going for a trade here based on, let's say, I'm assuming you have 2 lakhs and per trade you are risking 1,000 rupees. So I'll now show you how you're placing the trade in terms of 2 lakhs and 1,000 rupees. So first of all, we need to define the target. So our target is defined. Our target is 948 will be our target, and these are our support level, right? So the buy entry I'll be preferring to buy within this zone if it comes back down. The stop loss I'll go for, in terms of how we place the stop loss, in terms of minor false break. So if there is a minor false break of this key support, then it should not be triggered. If there is a major false break, it should be triggered. All right. So yeah, 916 is a good level for us, and so far we are making actually higher lows. The price is not really coming down as such. Already if you just see today's date, 10th July's, those Hindi sessions. In the Hindi sessions, I have covered, I think, 3 to 4 videos in there, and since morning we have been running behind the market to capture it, but we didn't. We placed so many trades, but we didn't get the entry yet. So here, let me just place a buy entry. So buy order entry in LOC entry, we place the order before the price reach there. So it's a direct buy entry on the level based on the minor false break stop loss. Now, so I want to buy it at the top of the zone. Now, what is the reason for that? There is no reason. You can buy in between anywhere inside the zone, but I want to play a bit aggressive this time because I've been missing a lot of trades for last 2 to 3 times. I was placing the orders and it was not triggering, and before it hits the zone areas, support area, the key level areas, it just flies up. So, and I don't want to buy without the zone areas as well. So here, let's say on 22 areas, I'll place my buy order, and 16 was my stop loss, right? Yes, 16 is my stop loss. So now I need to see whether I'm matching up 1:4 with my target. So there is a stop loss of 8 points. No, 6 point. 16 to 22, 6 point. So I need to make 24 points at least. 4 6 are 24. So 22, 32, 42, and 48. Yeah, we are making it. 1:4. So let's place the buy entry, the orders. Oh, so 22 will have to buy. Now, how many lots to buy? What I said, I'm going to risk. How much? 1,000 rupees per trade. So if you buy 1 lot, how you calculate? If you just buy 1 lot, I mean 75 is the lot size, into 6, 450. So you can buy 2 lots. 900 will be the stop loss. So it won't match 1,000 rupees exactly, but that's how it works out. Actually, it never match 1,000 rupees exactly, very few times actually. So 50, 100 points up and down, and that's okay. But it should not be more than 50, 100 points. So I come to my terminal. So right now it's 10,931. So I go for buy entry order, and we'll place a buy. Oh, what's going on? I'll have to restart this actually. So this is my buy entry form. Quantity by default 1 lot, so I'll have to make it 2 lots, which is 150, and then I'll have to place the rate here. 10, 9, 22. You want to buy, right? 10, 9, 22. Yes, that's it. Place a buy entry, submit, enter. So my buy entry order is submitted. How can I see? Order book. If you go to order book, then you see these are the completed orders. I mean, so many. You see, since morning I'm placing orders and I'm canceling orders. It's not getting triggered. Now this is open orders. I mean, there's a pending order which is not executed yet. All right, so it comes down to 1090, 922. It will be executed. Now I'll have to place the stop loss order beforehand. So sell order entry, but I'll have to make it. See, when we were placing the buy order entry, we selected limit order. Limit order is wherever the market is. If you want to buy below that market order, you'll have to select limit order. and I think this is the same thing in all the terminals you use. And now you're placing a stop loss, so we have selected SL. So stop loss for 150 quantity, right? And price, there are two prices. Now I'll just tell you what the prices are. Now we'll have to place the stop loss order in trigger price. This is called trigger price. So 10,916 is our trigger price. We want this price to be to trigger to stop to book my losses in case it doesn't work out, the trade doesn't work out. And now I'll put one more rate, 110,914. So in the market, sometimes the price really jumps. Okay, so in case I'm telling the market that I'm giving the instruction to the terminal that if my stop loss order doesn't get triggered at 10,916, then within these two figures, 10,914 to 10,916, whatever rates you get, whatever base rate you get after 10,916, you just execute my order. Okay, so maybe if 10,916 doesn't trigger, it can get triggered at 10,915 or 10,914 as well. You know, that's how it is. But most of the time, the trigger price it works out. But this is your safety net. In case the price jumps, then you know you'll be in massive losses in that case. 10,914, 10,916. I'm not doing mistake, right? All right. So submit, enter. Okay, so let's check this. Go to order book. Yeah, now we have two orders staying here. One is a buy order, one is a stop loss order, right? I mean, the stop loss order is nothing but the sell order. Great. So that's it, guys. Once it triggers, I don't know whether it will trigger or no. The whole day is playing with me. So this is one of the example we have done for the LOC buy entry. Alright, with the trend is up, making higher lows. Then we get a level where the price is really giving us multiple layer of support, some areas of support zone. Then we are thinking to buy it from here. All right, so I see you guys recording. All right, okay, we are recording. Raise your hand, a few hands if you can see me, hear me. Oops. Okay, thank you, Ankit. So what I was saying is that I'm still holding Nifty. Here is the trade. No, so the thing actually you can see in here, M to M is the profit and loss happening right now. This one, it quantity 150 based on the 1000 risk amount per trade. So it started trading within this range anyway, but in the range again it's playing with this one, then our previous support layer, you know. So it's quite funny. The momentum is going on quite funny now. Overall, the trend is quite strong, so we should expect a upside breakout here. And in any way you exit in anywhere here, this support will remain as strong key support. So I want to take chances in this till the time this support is not really getting broken. And let's see if we can add some more positions in case we can break out above this layer, 930, this 30th layer. If we can break out above this, no, I don't think we can, because the next layer of resistance is very close, 48. It's very close really. So I don't think we can do it. So what I was really doing is the advanced course topics. I was recording with the live trades. So that's why I was just sharing that video with you, just to share how we are doing it. Okay, so any queries on the money management topic we did? I just forgot to mention one more thing in the money management. Just let me just share that. Let's say you have a 50 trades. You have a 50 trades target. I mean, within 50 trades, you'll be finishing it up. So this topic we already discussed, right? Within 50 trades, if you want to hit your capital risk amount, then exactly on 50 trades you don't hit it, because by 30 trades, if your risk per amount is 1000, so after 30 trades you are hitting 30,000. And in that video, last video, I was talking about in 30 trades for me it will be 360 if we are trading one lot. So this much will be your 360 into 30, 10,800. This will be my additional loss by then, you know. So I have already reached 40,000 loss in this, but this is based on one lot. What if on an average you go for two lots? This 360 is based on one lot. What if on an average you go for two lots? Then it will be double the amount, right? So these are the things you must note when you really start trading. And I would say before even start trading, you should consider these things and accordingly, because you'll be doing a lot of backtesting and all those stuff, right? So you should be considering this thing. On an average, if you go for 2 lakh I'll just talk about the Nifty. If you go for 2 lakhs account, or account size of 2 lakhs and 1,000 rupees per trade risk in Nifty, all right, so in that, on an average you'll be hitting two lots on an average. Two lots, sometimes it will be three lots, sometimes it will be one lot, but on an average you'll be hitting two lots. So this figure should be counted as double of this, 720 really. So this figure should be somewhere around 21,000. So if my capital risk is, I was planning that 50,000, you hit that level when you hit 30 trades, not 50 trades. This is the very practical approach you'll be facing in your trades. All right. So these are the things you'll have to consider. So if you're really going for 50,000 risk, then you'll have to plan accordingly. That okay, I'm not really going for 50,000 risk only based on the per trade basis. Just a minute. Come on, man, go up. Just want to trail the stop loss. So now I can trail the stop loss below this, hopefully. I just want to see few momentum towards upside. Go, 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 go. Okay, so now I can trail my stop loss below this. This is 34. And you see the price took the support over there even. So in terms of the order flows, instead of this one, I'll prefer to consider this one, in terms of the order flows. And the price breaks out, takes support here, goes up. So my stop loss will be trailed from here. On 16 we have the stop loss, right? From here it will come up to here somewhere. So what I mean is that I'm not trailing the stop loss below this. Okay. $34. What do you think? Like based on minor false break, where should be the stop loss? 31. I think 30. This much is enough. You have a good distance here. Yep. 31 sounds good. 31 sounds good. Yeah. Around this level. So we can, this is the support level, right? So yeah, we can handle it, right? 31. It's almost 35 layer. Oh, sorry, you are not hearing me or what? So sorry, I didn't see it was muted. It's been happening for so long. Okay, anyway, I mean, it was muted. I'm so sorry for that. What I was saying is that we have just hit the target price here. This was the 48 is our resistance layer. All right, so what I was planning here to trail our stop loss below the below this, where we had the order flows, most of the order flows here. So once the price moved up and then it break out, give us a pullback and continuation. So I was trading my stop loss below this one and not below this one. That part I was saying that when the breakout was really happening. And just a minute, who's calling me? Hello, yeah, who is this? कौन बोल रहे हैं? क्या बोल रहे हो? क्या ऑर्डर? Okay, so I got again disconnected here. So anyhow, now what to do? Now, okay. So I was saying again, coming back to this trade. The stop loss I was trying to trail below this, and the thing I was telling that you'll have to consider these order flows in here because you have the most of the order flows in here and not in here. So if at all you're trailing the stop loss, it should be below this. All right, so that's one part. And then this was a daily resistance. So our previous target was that one, 48, and here we just hit the target. So 900 was the risk amount in this trade with 2 lots for 6 points. So this is the profit, the 4 hour gains. This was the second part. If you guys missed it because this was mute, I guess. So this was the thing I was talking about. Now what to do? Now we'll be looking for a breakout above this level 948 if we get it. And we can carry these positions. If we get a breakout move above this, then we can carry this position for tomorrow as well. All right, let me, sorry. Yeah. What is this? 10,942 now. Or executed. It's not remote. Okay, so I didn't remove the SL stop loss order, so he removed the stop loss order for me from that side. Okay. Let's see if we can find some trade here. Let's see. Let's go to 1 minute. Any queries you guys have on the money management part, please let me know. Anyhow, I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, we'll come back to this. Let us just finish this one today. Yeah, now we are far enough from the key level, so we can go ahead with the trade on the 948. So this will be an LOC buy entry trade. Yeah. Let me just reconfirm this one once. This key layer. Is the exact rate here? No. What is this? Yeah, 47, 90, 48. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Place a buy order there. Ooh. Awesome. I don't think it's gonna come down today. It's already 320. And if it even comes down, we buy it there, then I guess we'll have to leave the trade over there only. You know. So even though it's a good idea to go ahead with the buy entry on the daily key layer over here, but I don't prefer to buy something at the end of the day, and I don't prefer to carry some trade when the market closes right on the key level. So still we don't know actually. We have 10 minutes left, so we may get down and we can push back up within 10 minutes as well. But within 10 minutes, if that happens, that you're coming back down and pushing back up, so it will be a very fast trade that I don't want. See, I want at least 2-3 candles to form when it comes down here in 3 minutes at least. So by the time it will be here, the market will be closed. So anyhow, so today a lot of things like I missed. Uh, like this trade. This is the last trade or what? Yeah. So this one I'll go for. Target hit. Now it's okay, right? Forza. Forza, now it's okay. There's audio, right? It was muted, I know. Now this one, no, not this one. This trade we did, but this trade I missed. This trade. So I placed my. I mean, in Hindi, I recorded this trade as well. Like the recording I just shared with you, the same setup recording I shared. I have done the recordings in this, so hopefully you'll see it in the LOC trade. So there was also buy entry over there, and it didn't trigger me. It just went up from here. The buy entry was a bit lower, I think around 18, I guess. So you missed an entry over there. We didn't have a trade in here. This was a bit confusing to take the trade in there inside. Okay, so today it's not happening. Today it's not coming down. We'll see it tomorrow. Uh, uh. Let me know if you have any money management thing apart from what I'm saying. So 30. So here I was talking. We have 50,000. 50,000 is our risk amount, but 50,000 on trade or on be triggered in 50 trades for 1,000 rupees per trade, because on 30 trades you'll be hitting this. All right, like here, how much you will be getting? The net profit is showing as 3825, but you do the minus, since we did two lots, so 3825 minus 750. So you'll be, how much you made really? We made 1:3, right? So this is what I was talking about. We are in the money management videos. Even though we are going for 1:4, but we end up making 1:3 because of the brokerages and taxes. So if you're going your if you're playing your trades with 1:3, you'll end up making 1:2. So take care of this part. Market should open gap up tomorrow, more higher, hopefully. Use a trade of that kind. So from here, if you go to daily, this is the next layer coming in, right? For that we have, I think this will have to take care of it. But anyhow, this is, these lines are coming from so far, so I don't think this will matter. Will not consider this one as such, but we'll be going for the highs, the resistance layers. So from here we are going directly for these layers, and you won't consider these layers as such. And hopefully the better way to trade this kind of scenarios where you have the key levels coming from so far is, getting some price action levels from the real time market. I mean, from here, from this move, from the current move, if we get some price action momentums like triangle formations and all those things, that's better. Okay, so here, uh, considering these things, if you really want to go for 50 trades, then you will have to go for a 70,000 budget. 70,000 will have to be your risk amount, risk on capital. All right, so you'll have to find out what is this amount, and then you'll have to adjust really what the risk amount you're going for. ठीक है, ये एक बाकी था. So because इसमें in case on an average, if you're going for 3 lots, then this amount will increase if you're going for that 3 lots, because 50,000 or 70,000 or whatever you're deciding as in terms of our risk management, that amount will have to be triggered only when we start hitting the stop loss back to back. Okay, and that's not gonna really happen. You're hitting a stop loss for 30 to 40 trades back to back. But when you keep a large number of trades in your hand, when you have more bullets, then you have more confidence to trade. So if you start hitting a stop loss for 1 trade, 2 trade, 3 trade, 4 trade, 5 trade, then you won't get, you won't be in panic. So that's why try to keep the number large. Don't go for 15 trades or 10 trades. This thing will make you panic. Gradually, with time, you can definitely come down to those numbers once you mature enough and once you have explored those emotions in the market for a large number of times. Oh, it's over there. Should we buy or no? No, I'm not buying it actually. Market is just closing, so I don't want to be there. And preferably, actually, I want to see some price action from the current market, some price action key levels from the current market to trade, rather than depending on these longer term resistance levels or longer term key levels. These are good for exiting. This makes sense for exiting, but to have fresh trades, it's always better if we can play with some recent current price action levels. That's much better all the time. So any queries, any of you? Okay, I have to see a person. I think I have to see a person here. He's asking, why should we take buy entry on the basis of higher time frame? No, not necessary. We can go for buy entry on the basis of lower time frame as well, because the entry we made here, this is not basis on higher time frame, right? This is a basis on lower time frame. The last trade we did, this is happening in 3 minutes, so we entered based on 3 minutes. Or this one, this trade we did, this is based on 5 minutes. We don't have these levels in higher time frame. This is based on the 5-minute trends and everything, but in line with the higher time frame, since the price was going towards the higher time frame resistance. Current key level is daily, yes. Yeah. Since there is a key level, so you'll have to consider it, isn't it? The high time frame key levels are always priority. You can't ignore those key levels. Because the way you are trading 5-minute time frames, someone is the other traders, they are trading daily time frames. So the day will be over in here, I guess. Don't move up, please. We'll buy you tomorrow. Please don't go up. Stay there. Okay, I need to see charts for a guy. Where is he? Vaibhav. So Vaibhav chart should be discussed here today. Actually, he just joined on Sunday, I guess. So he didn't get much time to give me his charts for the Q&A in the multi-time frame. So based on the videos I have seen till now, I tried to attempt multi-time frame analysis on every chart. Please check them out. Multi-time frame analysis. This is daily time frame. Market seems to be in a flattish phase and no clear communication of direction on daily time frames. Yeah, it's in a flat momentum. Then okay, we come down to 1 hour. It's the same chart here. Euro pound. Okay, Euro pound is here. We can similar thing in our the market is in first situation. You can see price reaching an important replacement level for a sell trade. Not really, because this level has no importance once you see the price is going through it for a couple of times. So we don't consider the key levels anymore. Right. So it is still it is flat. Actually, nothing is happening. We don't have any direction as such particular. 15 minute, the market is at a key level in 15 which can be considered to actually. Okay, flip level. You're saying no, not really, not really. The levels are not really much clear. Even though the level you marked, that's correct, but afterwards we don't expect this kind of momentum happening on that layer. So for me, I don't see any kind of momentum really happening or any kind of possible trade setups to go ahead. There can be one scenario, if at all you need to you want to trade, then yeah, we have this one. Then we have some price action layers over here as well. I mean, breakout, pullback, continuation, and then again sell off, pullback, continuation, like that. But again, this kind of momentum, I mean, this move after a sell off from here, this move is too much. It's too much actually. If this impulse move and this corrective move is too much, I mean, almost 60-70%. And before that, before it approaches this resistance, we have a breakout trade over here. You see, if you go to a 5-minute time frame or 1-minute time frames, you will see a triangle formations here. So generally, when this triangle forms or some kind of breakout structure forms before it reaches the resistance, then the price has the tendency to break that particular resistance as well. What happened in Nifty today as well. Here, this somehow these breakout we have seen prior to hit the resistance. This was a flattish structure moving on, and a breakout like this, zoop zoop zoop, this somehow challenges the next layer of resistance, and that's what really happened here. Not necessarily not necessarily all the time you will see this, but it has the tendency, and in terms of price action logic, it makes sense. It makes sense. Then although my stop loss was hit, I want to go the analysis on the right track. There was a expression at that time, so was no, your thought process was not. And the lines you are drawing the lines and everything, that was correct, but so far we have not done the support and resistance thing actually. So it's not your mistake, I would say. You don't know at what scenarios you are supposed to ignore the key levels. So we didn't do that part yet. So since we have started support and resistance from today, tomorrow inshallah ta'ala we'll be doing that. Support and resistance, in which are the scenarios you're supposed to ignore support and resistance and all. Otherwise, good effort. I mean, you tried a lot. That's good. Okay, finally it happened, right? It just broke out strongly up. Okay, it came back down and again this move. Okay, and if there is an ECB news, then don't trade, man. The market gets mad. It's pretty volatile when the ECB news comes in. All right, so this kind of news is, I think you are using Forex Factory. Oh, it just closed in there. So in the Forex Factory, you always come to know beforehand when the ECB news is there. So if there was some news, then don't trade. Anything else? Anyone? Okay. Must write something. All right. Thank you so much, guys. We had a great time today. I mean, especially I'm really enjoying recording the videos and all these things. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.